Okay guys, welcome to lesson 3. We are moving on to 2 other physical skills today. So if you want to pause this video now, test which of the 11 you can remember, which of the 11 you can't remember. Let's whiz through them. So isolation, extension, control, strength, coordination, flexibility, balance, alignment, mobility, stamina, posture. Okay, today we are looking at stamina and strength. So they go together quite well as a pair. You might want to pair these up, kind of that makes sense to you. So like posture and alignment. That might be a little tool for you to remember all of the 11 physical skills. Just make sure you have something that works for you so you can remember them all. Okay, so making sure that we really understand what we can be asked about these physical skills. So can you define the skill? Can you describe a short movement phrase that includes that specific skill? Can you identify how you can improve that skill? And can you identify the importance of that skill for a dancer? Okay, strength and stamina. So strength, probably the easiest of the physical skills to define. Really simply, muscular power. Okay, so if in the exam it says define strength, you simply need to write muscular power. Stamina, the ability to maintain physical and mental energy over periods of time. Okay, so when you think about stamina, you think about lasting and dancing for a long time. So that is really important that you get that last part in. So that's the maintaining of the energy over periods of time. Okay, why are these skills important for a dancer then? So strength allows more control over the body. So if you have muscular strength, you will be able to control your own body and your own extremities better. Strength also is important because it can allow you to perform more technically demanding movements. Yeah, if you think of a really complex movement, for example, like pushing yourself up into like a plank position, that is obviously going to take a lot of strength in your upper body. So do you have that muscular power in your arms to be able to push yourself up into a plank position, for example? Strength also allows for movements to be performed safely. So if you have the strength, you will be able to control your movements and therefore be safe. So remember that all of these physical skills are linking into each other. So like there, I just mentioned control. So clearly strength and control are kind of going hand in hand in helping each other. Okay, stamina. So the importance of it is that it allows you to dance for a long period of time, allowing all the movements to be accurate for a long period of time. Okay, think of some other reasons why stamina is important for a dancer as well. Okay, exercise to improve. So how are you going to improve strength, or how are you going to improve stamina? Okay, they're quite similar, so it's just about specific exercises. So let's take strength, for example. So to improve, let's take core strength, as you can see at the bottom there. So doing sit-ups, doing planks will really improve your core strength. But when you're asked this question, it's often 2 marks. So to get the 2 marks, you have to be extremely detailed. So if you read this with me, the exercises must get progressively more difficult, adding more repetitions and sets. Okay, so it might be a case of describing a sit-up, but saying that you would do 10 reps and 2 sets of these. However, the next time you do it, then you do 20 reps and 3 sets, for example. Okay, so it's progressively getting more difficult. Therefore, the dancer is going to improve their strength over time. Because if you do the same exercise every single day, you're not going to push your boundaries. You're not going to improve your strength. Okay, so it has to get more progressively difficult. Similar idea with the stamina. So it's about describing a cardiovascular activity. So they might be swimming, cycling, running, or it could be just performing a dance phrase over and over again. So it must increase in duration. and it might increase in speed over time to ensure the fitness improves. Okay, so what I've just said about the strength kind of applies for the stamina. It must get longer over time, it might get harder over time, so making sure that in stamina is improving by getting more progressively difficult. Okay, some exam questions. So I've put 4 on here, and these are the 4 kind of different examples of questions. So it's important that we understand what these questions are asking us. So first one, really obvious, define stamina. 2 marks, really simple. So that is the definition question. Number 2, give 2 reasons why strength is important to a dancer. So that is the importance question, talking about why strength is important to a dancer. Describe an exercise that a dancer can do that demonstrates strength. So that is the description one. So you have to describe a dance exercise that relates to and has reference to strength or improving strength. Describe an exercise to improve a dancer's stamina. So that is the improve question. I'd like you to pause this video and answer all 4 of those questions, please, in your book. Lastly, what I want us to think about is how does strength and stamina contribute to a dancer's final performance? So what does it add to that final performance? So you can come up with things like adding energy, adding pace, adding excitement. If there's a movement with lots of strength in it that took a lot of energy, that's going to add excitement to the overall performance. Allowing the movement to flow better. So if a dance has stamina, you're obviously not going to see any stops and starts. There's going to be a flow of the phrase. Allowing the dancer to finish the performance. So again, stamina, you can actually perform the whole of the phrase. Adding dramatic effect, similar to adding excitement there, and allows the dancer to be safe. Okay, so these are all contributions for a dancer's final performance in reference to the physical skills, strength and stamina. Okay, that's the end of the lesson. If you want to go back and look at anything, please do. If you want to email me any questions, please do. And check out any of the other videos, any of the practical videos, and make sure you continue to revise.